When you plant an apple tree, how long until you cut that center leader part of the tree out?
When it gets beyond where I can reach, that's when I cut it out. Because I don't use a ladder in my orchard. They're all dwarf trees, and I maintain them small because I want to never use a ladder.
Oh, everybody wants their trees just like yours, so that's why they all want to know, okay, so
Well, I'll
when
tell
do I
you.
do this?
Let me tell you how my trees got like that. My trees get like that because they're in compost, and the fruit is so heavy it bends all the branches down. There's no way you could prune a bend. Those bends happen because the fruit is so heavy it bends the branches down. And so when you put wood chips in your orchard, you'll get trees like mine because the fruit will get heavy and bend the branches down.
I bought a grafted apple tree and a grafted cherry tree from Costco, I don't know, a few months ago, and planted them, and I saw a couple flowers bloom on them, and then nothing. Now it's not, I don't think I'm getting fruit this year.
Well, when they bought the Costco, they cut the roots so they were stressed, and so the first year you usually don't get anything. But just keep it in good wood chips, next year you'll probably get fruit. Now you'll see out my orchard there, I've got some young trees planted. Now because my soil is so rich, they're all full of fruit the first year, which is amazing. You never see that. But all these trees I planted last April, are loaded with fruit.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that I was going to have that same result this year, but no.
But this is 34 years of input, so there's some really rich soil out there. This is 34 years of compost happening, so I got some major rich soil out there. And if you look at all the greens. Look at my carrots and all those weeds, how dark green. I mean, this is a rich place to live, man.
Do you start your trees from seed?
No, because the seed will not be the same as the original plant because it was cross-pollinated. And that's why you always have to do grafted varieties, because to maintain the same variety, you've got to take cyanwood from that tree and graft into the rootstock to maintain the same one, because the seed, because it was cross-pollinated, will be slightly different. It will not be the same.
What time of year do you do your grafting?
You cut the cyanwood in January when the trees are dormant, and you store it in a refrigerator until April. And then when the sap comes in your trees in April, that's when you plug it in.
Okay. I guess next April, I'm going to have to come back and watch you do it because people want to see exactly how you have it done.
I got grass all over the place that are just doing fine, and it's so easy. All you need is a pruner and your roll of black tape.
Where do you buy your trees?
Well, depends. I mean, I go to the local nurseries, and I look for specific varieties, and then I go in February where they bring them in, so you have good selection. February is when they bring them in bare root, and so you go there and you'll be able to pick a nice selection. And when you pick trees, it's not the size you're looking for; it's the shape. You're actually better off with a smaller tree because they cut roots. It's bare rooted, so the bigger the tree was, the more roots they cut. It'll take longer to catch up. So a smaller tree in good shape is your best investment. And good shape is you don't want V crotches, branches coming off at a V. They should be all separate and nice. It looks good, nice balance, because that's what will always be. Because it's going to grow. But size is not the issue. You want good shape and a good root system, and that's what you're looking for. A lot of roots and good shape.
And then what time of the year do you plant them?
You get them in February. That's when they bring them bare roots. And that's when you plant.
Okay. You don't have to worry about a first frosting or last frosting or anything.
Fruit trees are out there year round in all the weather. They're not bothered by frost.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something about frost. Again, you see, this is coming from a default position. I went back to New Hampshire this year for people I had back there to share. When I left my property, I had in the garden I had arugula, cilantro, spinach, lettuce, broccoli, Swiss chard, all up and thriving, and the ground was totally white, totally frosted. Didn't impact them because they were healthy. You see, it's only weak plants that are stressed by frost, not healthy plants. And my ground was totally white. Everything's up, smiling. I'm cool, didn't hurt me. And again, because it's healthy. So I don't even care about frost. I just plant when I feel up to it. 1st of April, I'll have plenty of frost afterwards. It doesn't hurt my plants because they're really well. Strong.
What type of pears do you grow?
I wish I knew the name. I have a pear that's the most awesome pear I've ever seen in my life, and I bought the tree, it was mislabeled. And I've taken that pear to shows fruit shows, and they keep telling me it's a bosque, but I have a bosque, and it's not a bosque. It's something like a bosque, but it's way bigger, much sweeter. Doesn't keep as well, but it is awesome, and I have no idea the name. I wish I did.
Did you ever think that maybe your bosque was mislabeled?
No, I know, because when I buy bosses, like the ones I can buy in the store. It's a harder, smaller. This thing over here, man, they're huge. It's a great, big, gorgeous, like, you know, russet color, and the most sweet, juicy, incredible pear I've ever had in my life, and I have no idea the name because it's mislabeled.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Look at the amount of pears on there. Did you see the numbers?
Right.
And this is that one I wish I could. I mean, they get totally huge. I mean, really big, delicious pears. And look at how many is on there, man. It's just like, guy. And look behind you, this first year tree. That's the first.
This is not the same pear tree, right?
That's an apple.
Just
tree,
oh, it's apple.
It's planted this year.
Wow. See, that's what I wanted to have happen.
And come here. See it come here?
Yeah.
That looked just like that last year, but it bore fruit. See how it's already bent over?
Wow.
Look at that.
Yep. Already hanging.
First year, everything's bent over because of the weight of the fruit. And you can see how skinny it is. I mean, I bought it last April. I mean, it's a brand, you know, so it was a totally 1-year-old tree. Loaded with fruit. And you can see they all start out upright like that, but see, first year, man, just the weight just bends them down.
Now, you're gonna learn your lesson from that tree over there and not have so much fruit, leave it on so long, and it breaks your...
I am, yeah. I'm not going to let it, because well, look at that one. I had to tie it to a pole because it was laying on the ground. But yeah, I'll take the stuff off because this is too much for a little tree.